Doom Eternal is getting a gameplay reveal next month, and I am very excited for it. Is more content coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch? Nintendo says yes, and Panic Button is working on even more Nintendo Switch games as revealed in an AMA on Reddit. All that and much more on the Friday, July 13th edition of RGT News. Friday the 13th, Jason's coming to get you. Boogie, boogie, boogie! Let's go.
RGT News coming at you right now. Woo! RGT 85 coming to you with the freshest video game news. Now take it away.
So Doom Eternal was first revealed at E3 2018 by Bethesda, and obviously it is the sequel to the hit game Doom that released on the PS4 and Xbox One in 2016 and then came to the Nintendo Switch in 2017. Well, at QuakeCon 2018 on August 10th, there will be Doom Eternal gameplay footage revealed for the first time, and I am absolutely thrilled for this. I purchased Doom on the PS4 the day it came out, and I also purchased it on the Nintendo Switch the day it came out. I obviously love Doom. I thought it was a fantastic game, and it's just such a fun and fast first-person shooter. It definitely feels a bit old school, but that's what I like about it. It's very dark and brooding, and lots of cool demons and blood and stuff like that. Everything a first-person shooter should have. But really, a lot of people are wondering what platforms this will come onto. Obviously, it's going to be on the PS4 and the Xbox One and Steam, but will it see a Nintendo Switch version? Well, this next news story might have something to do with that. So like I said, Panic Button says that they are working on more Nintendo Switch games, and we could be hearing about some of those very soon. On an AMA on Reddit, Adam Crichton, who is the lead guy over at Panic Button, said that he was asked about if we will see more games from their studio in the fall for the Nintendo Switch, to which he said, "We're not talking unannounced stuff or timing, but yes, it would make sense that there is more coming from us." They obviously also stated that a lot of people are reaching out to them for Nintendo Switch ports. Now, one of the things they did say was that their goal is to close the time gap between releases on original platforms and the ports. So what's interesting about that is, obviously, they brought Doom over to the Nintendo Switch, and they did a damn good job with it. Doom is arguably one of the best third-party ports on the Nintendo Switch. Now with Doom Eternal being announced, more than likely it'll use the same engine that Doom on the PS4 and Xbox One and Steam used, and of course they should be able to use that same engine to put this game also on the Nintendo Switch. Now Bethesda did not reveal any platforms for Doom Eternal when it was revealed during their E3 presentation. So is it safe to assume that Panic Button could be working on Doom Eternal for the Nintendo Switch to launch alongside of the other versions of the game? I say yes. It would make sense from a business standpoint, as Doom obviously sold pretty good on the Nintendo Switch. From what we've heard, Panic Button and Bethesda are very happy with Nintendo Switch sales, so I would love to see Doom Eternal on the Switch. I might even have to double dip on both the PS4 version and the Nintendo Switch version so I can play it at home and play it on the go. So definitely something to look forward to in the future if Panic Button can get Doom Eternal running on the Nintendo Switch. Spyro Reignited Trilogy is coming to the Xbox One, the PS4, and Steam this fall, and it looks like a fantastic game, a collection of the first three Spyro games, and it looks like it's going to be a really good time, much like the original Crash Bandicoot. The Crash Insane trilogy did very well on all platforms. Well, we've seen footage from the first Spyro game, but recently we got footage from Spyro 2 Ripto's Revenge, and the game looks absolutely fantastic. I love all the little details that they put into this game, and I think it's a really good looking game. Now, talking about system ports, you have to wonder, is this game coming to the Nintendo Switch as well? I obviously did a video very recently with Jordan Fringe, who is a Spyro expert, talking about the possibility of this game coming to the Nintendo Switch. I highly recommend you guys check that out, as Jordan has a lot of inside knowledge on it. Regardless though, I will be reviewing this on either the PS4 or the Xbox One, whichever code can come in first, because I'm definitely looking forward to this game. Much like the Crash trilogy, I only played the first Spyro game and I never really got beyond that, and I feel like with experiencing the Crash Bandicoot games now, Crash Bandicoot 3 is a fantastic game, so I feel like I'm going to get a lot of love and a lot of fun with Spyro's trilogy as well. So let me know in the comments if you're looking forward to Spyro Reignited on your PS4 or Xbox One, or I guess potentially your Nintendo Switch. If we've learned one thing recently, it's that stocks are the most important thing when it comes to video game companies. If the stocks are not soaring through the roof, if they're not at all-time highs, the company is dying. Any sort of decrease really shows that this company is dying. We saw it with Nintendo, and it's not happening to Sony though, because Sony always wins, baby. Sony always comes out on top. Sony's stock is at a decade high right now at 51.3. It closed on that on Tuesday evening, and that's the highest it's been in over 10 years. It saw a 4.5% spike on Monday, and it's been up 12% in 2018 overall. It's the company's highest level since January 2018, and like I said earlier, their highest that it's been in over a decade. But what's interesting about this is if you flash back to June of this year, Sony stock dropped 2% over the Fortnite thing, and everyone was freaking out about it, saying how the Fortnite situation and Sony blocking Epic accounts was really hurting them. But I guess people got over that because less than a month later, their stock is at an all-time high. Do you see why I don't really pay attention to stock stuff? Do you see why I sort of hyperbole a lot of stock related stuff? Because it's silly. Stocks go up, stocks go down. It's just the way of the world, people. Stop worrying about stocks, but good job to Sony for your stock being so high. I don't have any stock in your company, so honestly, I don't really care. In case you missed it, yesterday on the channel, we did a video talking about a supposed Nintendo Direct leak, and this Direct would be happening on July 22nd, right around the corner, and some of the things talked about in this Nintendo Direct leak actually happened. They've already happened, which is pretty crazy, because this was posted on July 10th, and these things were announced on July 12th. Two of these things that were talked about in the Nintendo Direct, like I said, have already happened. So is this Nintendo Direct concrete? Is this Nintendo Direct probably real? We go over it in a video, so make sure you check that out on the channel. Some of the highlights include crazy things like Mother 3 3D and Doshin the Giant HD. I don't know, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff on there. Definitely go check out that video because, like I said, it's pretty interesting to think about and talk about. And finally, is more content coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. Now, of course, this game saw a couple downloadable content packages over on the Wii U. We got more courses, more characters, all sorts of fun stuff, even game modes and things like that. The Nintendo Switch version of the game also added in a proper battle mode, so there was a lot of good things with that game, and a lot of people have been wondering if Nintendo will expand upon this. The game has been selling tremendously well, it's still selling very well, and some people feel like Mario Kart 9 might be a little too soon into the Nintendo Switch's life cycle. Well, recently, Mr. Takahashi from Nintendo had the following to say about potential more content for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now you are able to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe using Nintendo Labo Toy-Con Motorbike. So whether you've been using bikes in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or not, please try playing the Nintendo Labo Toy-Con Motorbike. There will be further updates for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so please look forward to it. So I guess there is more stuff coming, you know? Obviously the addition of the Toy-Con for the bike thing was a big deal. A lot of people got really hyped on it, and it really added a new layer of strategy and I guess fun to the game. And with more additional content, I could see that being something really cool. Now what's interesting is, this is one of the two things that was talked about in that Nintendo Direct leak. That Nintendo Direct leak that I alluded to earlier talked about upcoming Mario Kart 8 DLC. And then today it was announced that there will be more Mario Kart 8 related content coming. Now whether it's just things like updates and additional things like Labo support or whatever they have, you know, dreamed up, or whether it's actual new courses, new characters, new things like that, new game modes, it really remains to be seen. But I could definitely see Nintendo expanding the life of this game. They're obviously trying to expand the life of a lot of their games. You've seen it with Super Mario Odyssey, you've seen it with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you're seeing it with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So I definitely can foresee there being more content for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and honestly, I would welcome it. The more the merrier. They always do the content in Mario Kart DLC just excellent. Everything that's been added to the game has been absolutely excellent, so I'm definitely on board with more Mario Kart 8 DLC. Alright, and that is going to do it for the Friday the 13th edition of RGT News. Don't let Jason Voorhees kill you. Look out for black cats and all that sort of stuff. Let me know what you think about all this news in the comments section down below. I do want to let you guys know I will be out of town next week for the first half of the week, so there will not be an RGT News episode on Wednesday morning. Sorry, I'm taking a little vacation, a little late birthday celebration, so I will be back Wednesday afternoon sometime, and I'll probably have more content up by then. I plan on having some videos scheduled while I'm gone though, so don't worry, there should still be some content coming. Got a couple reviews I'm working on and something else with the Game Chasers potentially that hopefully will be on the channel, but it may be slotted for next week. But don't worry, like I said, there will be content on the channel. Thank you for checking out this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. RGT News is almost every Wednesday and Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Check out all the reviews I've been doing. Check out that Nintendo Direct video. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. I did stuff on the PS5 as well yesterday talking about all the facts we know about the system. Make sure you guys check out those videos. I will catch you guys on the next one. Later.